Jihad, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. It's
So
always good to be in Canada.
let me start with the high level intro. So, founder, president of a telecom company for 30 years. You've been running an investment fund for over 10 years. And almost 9 years ago, you started EV Electra, which is probably something, one of
Less than
the
that. Come on, it's less than that.
less than that, about 8 years.
7, almost, almost 7. It's less than 7, but it's almost 7.
At the least we can say a very ambitious project. A project jumping into the automotive industry, which is one of the highest barriers of entries in maybe any industry. Why did you decide to jump into that after so many years
Because
in
I'm,
telecom?
because I'm crazy. Most of the people who are in EVs, they come back. They come from the telecom background. EVs is mainly software. A car is a car. Listen, I tend in my life to make things easier. Let me correct you. I was the first Arab guy in the world to do voice over IP in the early days when Canada at that point didn't have even GSM. Okay. I was the first guy to do calling cards in North America on top of that. And then the investment company I run, it's my own. Actually, it carries my name, Jihad Mohammed Investments. So it was like I was more like a retired guy having fun here and there and putting money here and there and looking at good projects where I can. Then the challenge came in. It started as a joke. It started as an idea to make a supercar, one off, do 10, 12 cars a year, sell it to my rich friends who have money in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in Kuwait, in Saudi Arabia. It started as fun. Now, because of the name, it turned up to be like on the day that the guys were choosing the name, there was at the same time the events that's happening in Jerusalem. And on my desk in Beirut, I have the Dome of the Rock, and they put me the car prototype, the small model of the car. And by coincidence, the dome came in the middle of the car. And this is where we decided to call it Quds. That's our first prototype. Now, when we called it Quds, the attacks came from everywhere. Everywhere means everywhere. Unexpected attacks that they go on you on the personal, on everything in your life. They make humors about you. They make you look like the devil. All of a sudden, after 50 years of business, I became the devil. I cannot be a good guy for 50 years and then wake up one day and become the devil. So I understood it. I mean, being a Palestinian originally, we understand how things work. I mean, technically, we're born into trouble. Now you're born into trouble and you carry the name Jihad Muhammad. It's double trouble. Then your three-way name is Jihad Muhammad Muhammad. You're triple trouble. Okay, so I understood this, and it became like a personal challenge. Instead of a joke, we decided to go full force, and we decided to go into the mass, and we decided to compete. And let's not invent the wheel. Let's acquire companies who have good technology. Let's go there and here. And today, we starting this month actually, we'll start production, and July, the cars will hit the road. We're launching it in Dubai on June 25. And what we're going to do is we're doing something that nobody is expecting to be done. Hi-Fi, the company we acquired in China, acquired the majority of it, is considered the car of the future, the Maybach of EVs. So imagine now you own the Maybach of EVs and you make it the price of a Toyota just for the challenge. You know what? The hell with it. Not doing it only for the money, I'm doing it for the success. If you do any study, Antoine, you'll see that we are 500 million Arabs. If you consider yourself an Arab, we're 500 million. Not one. We have a lot of money. The Arabs have tons of money. Not one owned an automotive company. Why? Why do we have to be the consumer? Even if you look at Canada, We have a lot of factories in the Windsor area, London interior area, all of that, but it's American factories. So as a Canadian Arab, I have the best of the two worlds. Being Canadian is a pride by itself. Being a Palestinian is another pride on a different level. So I said, why the hell not? We always people ask me, why did you do it? So let me answer with a question. Why not? What makes me less not to do it? What makes me afraid to do it? There's 2 billion Muslims. We're like almost 27% of the population on the second front. Not one owns an automotive company. Not one owns an automotive company. Why? I mean, you go to BMW, most of the engineers are either Arabs or Muslims. You go to Mercedes-Benz, there's a lot of engineers that's Muslim and Arab. You go to Ford in Michigan, the hell, you think it's an Arab company. But not one owns a company and say, this is my company. I can decide what strategy I'm going to put in it. I can decide the pricing schemes. I can decide what specs I'm going to put in the car. And this is how I'm going to do it. So that's the reason.
Are you
And I'm crazy.
relying are you relying on the fact that it has cultural significance for people to purchase the car, or do you believe in the performance that you will be delivering compared to the competitors?
If I was doing a bad car, then I would be depending on the nationalism and my people and your people and all of this. But I'm not. I would challenge any other car company to offer the same specs, same quality, same luxury, at the same price. Is there an SUV in the market today that has 810-kilometer range? Nope. Is there any SUV that looks like a Maybach from the inside, equipped with all the software you can imagine and you cannot imagine, that drives 810-kilometer range, that's going to be sold for $50,000? Nope, there's not. So you know what? No, I'm not. I love the fact that I am who I am. You know, as a Canadian, I can change my name in 5 minutes. All I need to do is fill up a paper at the lawyer's office, and he'll send it, and I become George Michael. Not George Michael, because it's a bit risky. But the idea is I could have changed it. No, I love it. It became a branding. My name
Mhm.
became a branding. Nobody calls me Jihad. Everybody calls me Jihad Mohammad. Became like a brand by itself. I love it. I love the challenge. We're born into challenges, as you know. I'm not only Palestinian, I'm born in Beirut. So that's also double the tragedy. And that makes you stronger. That makes you ready for the challenge and ready for the next step.
Yes.
So that being said, you look at it, okay, so let's offer a product that nobody can say, oh, he's only selling because his people are buying from him. No, I don't want you to buy my product because my product is owned by me or because you feel it's, if my product, anybody can, I do the challenge. If anybody can afford to do my product at my prices, at my quality, I'll lower the price. Trust me.
Hey, these are very, very bold claims. So talk to me about how you actually built it, because you said you're building the company through acquisitions. How did you find these partners, and how did you know what was the right step, especially because automotive, you don't have a lot of examples around you. You said it yourself. There's a few companies that have been around for a long time. So how did you
There
know
is
how to
none.
build it?
There is none. We had to buy cars, pregnancies, and teach. We couldn't get engineers. Like, where the hell are you going to get engineers in Lebanon with automotive experience? So you had to create it. If you're in the desert and you want to put a fire, how do you put it? If you're in the forest and you want to put fire and you don't have matches, you learn how to do the two sticks trick and the stone and everything. So the need is always makes you find ways to do it. And the need of and the challenge that we took on ourselves made us found it. I couldn't do the acquisition if I didn't learn. If you notice, when in our beginning, we bought other companies' cars in order to learn with it. And when the attacks happened, we let them talk about us, that we're copying the other company car and we're using it to launch it and everything, because we wanted people to take that attraction on that side while we're building on this side. So today we don't care because we already built it. It's easy to suffocate you when you're a baby. So there's a lot of hands who are trying to suffocate us so we don't succeed. Meanwhile, we stayed away. We let them think whatever they think. We gave them a lot of things to play around with. And we went on the other side where we were building the right construction and the right setup for our production level and our company. And here we are. We're ready now.
Do you feel like production will eventually happen in the region, or will you have to outsource to companies outside?
We believe in microfactories. So one of the things that we already did, when acquired Hi-Fi. Hi-Fi already have 2 factories in China and has a big R&D center, design lab, and everything in Shanghai. So we have already 3 spots in China. We just acquired a factory in Italy, which is the historic. Actually, it's good for Google. It's an SEO now. The historic factory of Bugatti in Modena. We're the company who buy it. A lot of people speculate on the internet who bought it, This is a scoop for you.
I remember I saw the building was abandoned. I
The
think I saw a
picture, but
picture.
I didn't say anything. Now I'm saying it. We're the company who acquired it. So we're going to do production in Italy. We're very close to announce also an assembly line in Bulgaria. We're talking to a few partners and we're finalizing the details. There's going to be one in the Middle East. Oh, we don't know yet. It's close call between Saudi Arabia or Qatar. Okay, so Africa very soon. Egypt is very close to being negotiated to the final steps. So between all these, we believe in microfactories. And first step is China. China will cover for now the Middle East. And because our cars have European homologation, so we can send the cars to Europe easily. Now there is still the tariff wars. So when we start the assembly or the production in Italy soon, we will be able to go all over Europe without a problem. It's the same thing for Bulgaria, because it's announced that as of January, Bulgaria is going to be part of the European Union. That makes life easier a lot. Canada, I'm coming towards the end of the summer to shop for a location that we will do our also factory in Canada. States is not a market that we're going to go in now for a simple reason. Our company is a Canadian company, hated by Trump. I'm Palestinian, double hated by Trump. We have strategic partnership in China, so triple hated by Trump. I prefer to stay away from him.
So talk to me a bit about the regulations. If you're operating in Italy, does that mean that regardless of who owns the company, you'll be able to sell in all of
I'm a
Europe
European company. The car is made in Italy. It has a stamp made in Italy. So it's a European car. It's a European production. There is no customs. There's no tariff. It's a local car.
You
Same
talked
thing what
about
we do in Canada.
you talked about Saudi, Qatar. Are you having discussions with the government themselves, or is it just
I
business partners?
Unfortunately, I cannot declare who I'm talking to. No, but we already have investors in our company and partners and friends. There is Saudis and there's Qataris and there's Kuwaitis and there's UAE people. They're my friends, personal friends that I know for a long time. And they're part of the equation of EV Electra. Okay, I'm the majority, I'm the chairman, I'm the front guy in front of everybody. I'm the chairman at the end of the day. But in our team, we have all these guys. And each one of these guys is pulling the rope towards his country. And we're enjoying the teasing and we're enjoying the game. It's a business game at the end of the day. It's like you're the beautiful girl of the neighborhood, and all the guys want you. So the one that treats you better, the one who's gonna come and seduce you in the right way, that's the one you're gonna go with. And I tell them this. I'm the good one. So tease me. Tell me what you're gonna offer me, so I can go your side, not the other side.
Mm. I mean,
It's a weird
it's
way
ex
of doing business.
no, I mean it's just extremely ambitious. And you mentioned earlier the June 25th, I think, date where you're going to launch. Can you talk to us a bit about what that is? Is that like all those
There,
years
there,
are
there is an exhibition in Dubai. It's mobility, EV, and recharge. It's a big exposition here in the Middle East. Okay, and we are one of the golden sponsors. So we're going to have a big presence over there. And that's the time where we're going to announce reality, not on my LinkedIn, not on social media, our plans. So by that time, we will announce where the sales point is going to be, who's our dealers in in every country, who's going to be our local partners. All of these details will be announced in the exhibition.
we started the conversation with supercars, and now you're talking about cars that are cheaper than your average sedan,
Oh, I'm sorry, they're not cheaper, they're less expensive.
less expensive than your average sedan.
Who said less expensive cannot be super? Okay, Batman is happened to be born as a billionaire, but Superman was born as an orphan. So who said that we cannot be less expensive but super? If we can afford it, it's simple numbers. It's simple numbers. Now, when we do the numbers, trust me, if you go onto our investment page, landing page on our website, you'll see the white paper where it shows you how much profit we'll make. You'll say the hell how much these people are making and why it's gone. The CEO of any major OEM automotive company makes $1 billion a year between salary and bonus. I don't even get a salary. So I'm doing it for me. It's my company, my baby.
You feel you
You work.
can
I can work.
disrupt the industry as soon as you launched?
I'm not planning to disrupt it. They call that word. I never said I want to disrupt it. All I said I wanna do it my way. If they think my way is disruption, that's their problem, not mine.
What was the most challenging part so far? It's been a
Me,
long couple of years. What's been the most challenging part in realizing this dream?
me, me
You?
not giving up. Yeah, of course. Me not being weakened. Me, the war. We were ready to go out and forward in 2 years ago, almost 1.5 years ago. The war in Gaza hurt us a lot. It made me shy to talk about my business. I wasn't posting for almost a year. And everybody thought like, oh, he went bankruptcy. He disappeared. We were working, but I felt under in front of the blood of the children and the woman and the human being that's happening on the other side. I felt like I'll be really selfless if I want to talk about my car. The hell with my car. So at that point, it was weak, and I was hearing everything. Oh, he disappeared. He went bankruptcy. We told you he's not going to succeed. I've heard all of this. And it was a challenge not to give up. It was a challenge not to hear all of this and not to say anything. But then again, I might be hurting my business. Other people are losing their lives. So sometimes you have to bow to something, to somehow, to way of life. That was the most challenging. Business wise, I'm not worried. Business wise, I will clear it. That I will make 40% or 50% on my car while kicking everybody in their costing. Why? Because I bought a company who did a lot of R&D, who did a lot of engineering, and I bought it out of bankruptcy at the end of the day. So the investment that was done before, I'm benefiting from all the IPs and all the assets for a cheaper price. So that makes me able, if you want to build a car today, it's going to cost you minimum between 500 to $1 billion until you reach to the production level, just between from prototype into production. That period is going to cost you, if you want to be cheaper car, it's 500 million. A high-end car, it's going to be $1 billion investment. We have something like 15 models ready to go. We're doing 3 this year. And every year we're going to introduce 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we have like 15 models ready to go. So that's already we saved $15 billion on the site.
Jihad, I need to ask, because of this tough personality, you're in a tough business, the personal struggles, what's your support system? Like, what keeps you going? Is it family? Is the family supportive? How are you keeping up?
If I fail, there's going to be nobody who will try for the next 5 generations. You remember, you're Lebanese originally, so we have the same background. إذا لك شغلة, I'm going to say it in Arabic. If you need the dog, kiss him and kiss his hand and call him Mr. or call him Sir. No, that's stupid. If the dog comes near me, I'm going to punch him in the face. Okay? I'm not going to run away from a fight so I don't get hurt. No, I'm going to go in the fight with full force. So what? I get hurt. I shouldn't worry about getting hurt. I should worry to make sure that the other guy is hurt more. So, you know what? It's a personality. It's the tough life we lived. It's the DNA. I believe today, the young generation, like yourself, well, I'm sure when you heard about me and you start searching and everything, where the hell this guy came from? So if I succeed, I'm going to give you hope to go back to what you were doing and try to do it again and again and again until you succeed and go up with it. We were speaking under the air. So if I fail, you'll say, if Jihad Mohammad failed, well, who the hell I think himself? I'm not going to even try. So it's not a question of money. If it's a question of money, and my evaluation today for the share is $60, we're selling the token on our website for $1, and we have a limit on how much you can buy, because we want to give to the maximum people to go on our website and see what they can do. So it's a question of, do I represent myself or do I represent, how old are you, Antoine? You're what, 35?
29.
You're the same age of my son. And maybe you know my son from school, because he's in Canada, he's in Montreal actually. Okay? So you're the same age of my son. You're looking at that look you have on your face now when you're talking to me is the look that I don't want my son to lose. It's the look that I want my son to say, I'm proud of my dad. Who cares? Maybe I succeed and I put the company on the right track and I die the next year. I only ask God to keep me alive until I put it on the right track. After that, I don't care, because at least I gave hope. And I'm sure there's thousands of people, maybe millions of people who want the hope. We're tired of the old school where the rich is rich, the automotive guy is, if the father is a doctor, the son is a doctor. What the hell? Okay, you know what? We tried and so far we succeeded. So my theory is good. As long as my theory is good, I'll keep going. And when it's wrong, I'll go back, watch what I did wrong, and then keep going again.
Jihad, thank you so much for your time. It was a very fascinating
Anytime.
conversation.
Anytime. You have my number. Anytime. Next time we go live. So we invite the people to join the call. Yalla
Probably.
Habibi. Thank you very much.
See ya.
Sorry,
Bye-bye.
I have to point something. I'm sorry, I'm like this. You know, it's Eid, it's the day before Eid, and we're relaxing at home, getting ready to close the phones. You're the last call I'm going to do today. I'm off for the Eid. Kul aam wa antum khair. Happy Eid. Adha Mubarak.
I really appreciate it.
Thank